Hello everyone, I'm Ashish Vaibhav, and today we are starting with the third module and we're doing the practical video. So make sure you watch the previous video of theory so you understand what is happening. But again, in this video we're going to take the shortcut way. So it's really faster for you to do. It's already 19th of October and only 10 days left. Many of you haven't done it, so we're taking the shortcut way. So we'll click Start Lab. Okay, let me just go back to course overview first. Let me just show you what we are talking about. Okay. So this is the course overview, and don't need to worry about these things. I have completed that. You just need to complete the required ones. So these ones, all right. So I'll click multiple VPC networks. I've already done these labs like 4 times. I've restarted it. That's why I would get an error, which would say it did not say anything. But if it says something like that, you can just click confirm. All right, it said. I click confirm, and we'll just wait for it to load. All right, so it's loaded. So click open Google Cloud Console. Click use another account, and then we'll come back and click paste, copy, and then paste again. Alright, click I understand. Alright, so now when this is done, we're taking the shortcut way. So just go to the link in the description, and the link should be something like this, right? So just go back to the link in the description, click authorize cloud shell, and then just wait for that to load. Okay, click continue, and we'll just wait for it to load. Okay, it takes like 30 seconds or so. Alright, click got it. Alright, now when this is done, we'll just go back and run these two commands, copy and paste. Just wait for it to run, authorize. Alright, now we'll come back, we'll click copy this one, export reg1, we'll just paste it here, and then we'll come back and go to task 1. Now where we will copy this one, like create the private network part, and this is what we'll copy. Alright, so we'll copy this and we'll paste it here. Make sure you copy the third one, like this right here in task 1 under create private network, and third one copy this one, and we'll just paste it, come back, export zone, C and control V. Just go back to your lab, like the progress page. Just go to task 2 and then just carefully copy the zone from here, and we'll just paste it here. Alright, now when this is done, just click enter, right? And now what you can do is you can just copy and paste it from here. Just go back, and alright, so it says leave. That's totally fine if it happens for you. Just click use another account, just come back here, click username, because it has happened for me quite a few times and people get scared that what has happened to their like Google Cloud Console. Nothing, and just come back from where you left it. So till then what I'll do is I'll just copy it till here. Let me just make it a little so I can copy it whole till here. Make sure you copy it from here to here. Alright, and when I do that, I'll click Control C. I'll come back and I'll make sure the cloud shell is opening for me because I logged in again. It might be open for you for the first time. Alright, we'll just wait for it to provision. Alright, we are right here. We'll just paste it, click enter. Now it might take 2 to 3 minutes, but just rest, let it happen, and when it does, we'll come back. But just to revise what we did is, for the region we went to task 1, and under private network we copied this one for the region, and for the zone we copied this zone. So that's what we did, and now we'll wait for like 2 to 3 minutes for this to run. It is running, it'll take some time, so let's just wait for it to run. Alright, so it is completed for me, so I'll just go back and I'll go to task 1, check my progress, assessment completed, check my progress, assessment completed, and I'll do that for every other. or there's a better way to do that. Check my progress, check my progress, check my progress. Just do that for everyone and you should get your 100 out of 100. So once you've got that, just click end lab and you're done with the lab. Alright, click submit and voila, it's completed. I'll come back to course overview and we'll see that okay, this lab is now completed. Now, alright, so we'll just go for the next lab, that is VPC Networks controlling access. We'll just click that and we'll just wait for it to load. So it takes some time to load and that's totally fine if it does. So for me it's also taking some time, so we'll just wait. Alright, now when I'm here, this is also, we are also using a shortcut for this, right? So we'll just click start lab and we'll just wait for it to run. Alright, click open Google Cloud Console and click use another account, username copied and password also copied and pasted. Alright, so now that we have logged in, then click I understand and just wait for it to log in. Alright, click I agree and continue. Now just go back to the same link that that we used for the previous lab. It is in the description, and now that you are here, just like move this, just like be here and just click VPC Networks controlling access. This is the lab that we are currently doing, right? So we'll just open Cloud Shell and just wait for it to run. Alright, so now that it's here, we'll click this and just wait for it to provision us. Until then, what we'll do is we'll copy export zone and we'll just come back to the dashboard and we will just click got it and we'll just click this, paste, and then we'll go back to this. We'll come back to task 1 and we'll copy this carefully, and this might be different for you, so just make sure you copy it right. So just click this, and when now this is done, just come back and till here, till before the upper line. So we'll just copy it till here, Control C, and we'll come back to this and click Control V. So click authorize, take some time, we'll just wait for it to happen. Alright, so while this is happening, this is running for me, what I'll do is I'll come back here, I'll come to service accounts, and then this is running in the backend, that's totally fine. I'll just click this, leave. Alright, so I'll click create service account and then I'll come back to task 3, and from here I will check the name, that is network admin, and I'll just paste this right here and I click create and continue, and for role I'll just come back and I'll just copy this one, just paste it in the filter tab, click this one, click continue, and just check anything else that is required. Just come back, click done. Alright, so now when this is done and this is also run, we'll just come back here, copy this and we'll paste this. We'll again come back here, we'll copy this, so it'll take some time, just wait for it to happen. Alright, so when that has happened, we'll just paste it right here, and then we'll also copy this and we will paste it right here, and then we'll also copy this. Just make sure you copy it fully, copy this, and if you're getting an error, like if you're not just like you're getting an error even after copying this, I am sure that you're not copying it correctly, so make sure the things that you're copying are copied correctly and in the right way that I'm doing. So it's done. Okay, paste it right here, take some time again, it's done now. Alright, so when this is done, I'll just come back to this and I'll come to task 1, I click check my progress. It's better just to do it this way. right? Like check my progress, check my progress, check my progress. All right, and this should give me all the things that I needed. I'll just check if this is done also. Alright, so I'll just click, and this is 100 out of 100. I click end lab and I click submit. That's all I had to do, and this lab is now complete. So voila, now it's completed as well. So this is the shortcut way to do it, because the time is less and we want the labs to be completed. So this is how you do it. Alright, we'll just come back to course overview again, and we'll just see the next thing that we need to complete. Okay, HTTP load balancer. So we'll click this lab, HTTP load balancer with Cloud Armor, and we'll just wait for it to load. Alright, so when it is loaded, I'll just click start lab and just wait for it to load. Take some time. Okay, and click open Google Cloud Console. Use another account, username and password, paste it. So we'll just wait for it to load. I understand. Alright, so again we are using a shortcut again, so we just need to go back to the link that I provided in the description for all these labs. So I'll just go back here, and this is the lab that we are doing, HTTP load balancer with Cloud Armor. So we'll just go back again, and now we will not click anything, we'll just go back and activate Cloud Shell. So just activate Cloud Shell, just waiting for it to be activated. Alright, so now when it is here, obviously see, you can always complete it the way it says you have to complete it, then you get the actual idea of what is happening. But if you do it this way, you don't have time, you can definitely do it this way. This saves time for you. Alright, so what do we do here? We'll come back, we'll click export region 1, copy, and we'll paste it here. I come back here to task 2, and then we will copy this one. We'll paste it, come back here, export region 2, copy, and then paste it here, and then we'll come back here again, and then make sure you don't copy the full stop, copy and paste it here. Now when this is done, I'll come back to this, copy VM, export VM zone, paste it, come back to the lab, come to task 4, and this has a zone for us, this one. We'll just copy that, come back here, and okay, that wasn't pasted, so okay, we'll do that again. Alright, okay, when now this is done, what we'll do is we'll come back here, and okay, let me just make sure we are till here. Alright, so before this line we need to copy everything till this. So make sure from siege VM you copy it till creating firewall rules. So just copy and just come back here and paste it, enter, click authorize. Now it'll take time, just wait for it, like 2-3-4 minutes, and when it's done, there's this one more command we'll be running, and then we're all done with this lab. Now after some time, like 2 or 3 minutes, it's asking me do you want to continue, Y or N. So I'll just click Y and click enter, and then I have to press enter 2 times. So make sure I'm here, enter, and we'll just wait for it to execute again. Alright, so that is executed for me. I'm right here, so I'll just come back to the GitHub file, and then I'll go down, and then I'll click this, come back here, paste this, and then I'll again take some time. And now when this is done, I'll come back and just check my progress. This is already done. Check my progress, check my progress, check my progress. Alright, if it says something like this for you, like for example it says this is not configured for me, like this one. Let me check if this is done. Okay, this is done now. And then I'll come to task 4. Alright, so this one is done. Let me just check if there's any else left. Okay, this one. Let me just check my progress again. Check my progress again and again. If it doesn't work for you, and even if it doesn't work for you, you can just go ahead and run this all again. It would just all of this again. Make sure you once again just exit this, and then you go ahead and make sure you run all of this again. So anything that was left would then be run. So this happens sometimes, so you can go ahead and run this all again. So this would give you some errors because the things would be repeated. See, the errors are coming up because this already exists, and the things that were not executed first would be executed now. So you can do this if you get an error. So we'll just wait for it to execute. Alright, so it has executed for me. I'll just make sure and execute this once again, just to make sure that nothing was left. So it says already installed, so I'll come back, I'll check my progress, and this time it should say updated. So let's just wait for that. Assessment completed. Wow, amazing. So we'll just come back and we'll just refresh this, and then it should say 100 out of 100 for us. And we'll just click end lab, submit. How satisfied. So every time you run all of these commands and it says error for you, just make sure you run it all again. So this just make sure that the things that already exists will not happen. Obviously there will be an error, and the commands that were not executed will run again, so the error would be actually managed. So we'll come back to course overview and just check. In this one we just left with the quiz, so I'll just complete this quiz and come back with you with the answer. Alright, so these are the answers for you. So the questions might be shuffled, but the answers will be the same. Just make sure that is the same for you. Alright, so we'll just come back to course overview, and okay, for this one we are completed with that. Now we'll come to keep an eye on things, the monitoring part, and this is one lab, so we'll be completing that. So for this one we don't have any shortcuts, so we'll have to do that, but I don't think it'll take much time, so let's do that. Alright, so we'll click start lab, and it says reCAPTCHA verification error. We'll just do that and just close this one, the previous lab that we did. Alright, click start lab. I'm not a robot. Alright, this is being done. Okay, so I'll click open Google Cloud Console, use another account, copy, paste it here. We'll come back and we'll paste it here. Alright, now we'll click I understand, and then it'll take some time to load. That's totally fine if it does. Alright, click I agree and continue, I agree and continue. Alright, so we'll check if there are any additional setup and requirements. Alright, there is, so we'll just copy this. We'll come back, we'll open Google Cloud Shell. It'll just load up, but while it is loading we'll go to this compute engine, VM instances. We'll click continue for the Cloud Shell, and while this is happening we'll just click this isn't needed. Alright, just wait for it to happen, 2 or 3 more seconds. Alright, now when this is done we click paste, authorize. Alright, now we are set to go. So we'll click create instance, and then we'll come back here. The name should be this one. Copy, and we will paste, and the region would be Europe West 1, Europe West and 1P. That's the same for us. E2 and E2 medium. So just make sure this E2 and E2 medium. Alright, DBN annual X bullseye. Alright, we'll just make sure it's Debian GNU Linux 11 bullseye, and check allow HTTP traffic. make sure you check that. Alright, once that is done, we'll click create and we'll wait for a couple of minutes as it says. Let's see if it takes more. Alright, so it has run for me. So what I'll do is I'll click SSH next to it, and it is giving me a next window, and that's fine because that is what I'll have to work with. But then okay, so it's authorized now. So first I click check my progress for task 1. It says alright, good to go. We'll copy this. Let me just find my SSH window. Where is it? This one. Alright, so I'll click paste, and this might be opening in the same tab, which is ideal. But if it doesn't happen for you, like it didn't happen for me, there's nothing we can do. We can just hope that it works. Alright, so we'll just copy this again, paste. Alright, and then we'll click Y for this to work. Alright, take some time definitely, but it's worth it, believe me. Alright, now when this is done, alright, we'll come back. We will copy this, not paste it here, but paste it in the SSH. We'll paste it. We'll come back and click check my progress, and we'll just come back. We can come back here, click the external IP to see an Apache page appear in front of us. Alright, so we'll just come back. Oh, okay, so it says leave site. It happens sometimes. That's totally fine if it happens with you, and we know what we need to do next. Click username, click this, click go back, click password, and enter password, and yes, we'll do that, and we're back on that where we were. Alright, so let's just go back and see what's the next thing that we need to do. Click check my progress, because we just checked that if it was working. Alright, task 2 is also done. So we'll come to navigation menu right here, and we'll come to monitoring. So where is monitoring? One second, it's right here. If you can't find it, just click more products and you'll be able to find it somewhere here. Like it should be somewhere here, and if you can't find it at all, there's this like amazing thing to do. Just search it out, monitoring. Alright, so we are here. So in the monitoring tab, we need to go to the monitor overview page. So we're on the overview page, and then we will install this thing. So in the SSH terminal, so we'll just copy this, we'll paste this, we'll copy this again, we'll paste this. So this is what we had to do for now, and then it'll ask us if we want to continue. If it asks, then it's okay. If it doesn't ask, then it's also okay. So it's taking some time. We'll just wait for it to load. So it didn't ask us anything. That's fine. So we'll just come back here, and then we'll paste it here. We'll come back here, and then obviously it'll say something like this. To exit it, we'll just click Q. So for Q, it does give us this green line back, and click this and we'll get the updates. Alright, so we'll come back. So in the left menu, we'll click uptime checks, this one. Now when we are here, we'll click create uptime check, and then here we'll create HTTP protocol, and the resource type would be instance, this, and instance lamp v1 VM. Alright, and then the frequency would be 1 minute, and we'll click continue. The frequency would be 1 minute, and we'll click continue. And then in alert and notifications, we will accept the defaults and click continue. Click test to verify. So we need to give it a title, and we'll give it lamp uptime check. Copy and paste. Click test. Take some time to test, but it says okay, then we'll click create. Now when that happens, it'll again take some time. So okay, we'll go to alerting now, and now when we are here, we'll just click this, and now okay, so when we are in alerting, we'll click create policy, and when we are here, we'll click the metric top down and disable the show only. So select a metric and we'll disable this. Now we have disabled this, we will type network traffic. Network traffic. Alright, so it's giving me VM instance. We'll go for interface. We'll go for network traffic. Am I right? Definitely. Click apply, and then after clicking apply, we'll click next. We'll click next, and in the configure track, so okay, in the threshold option, we will make sure that it is above threshold. So definitely threshold, above threshold, and then threshold value to 500. 1 second. So this would be 500, and then we would be pointing the advanced positions to right here, retest window, to 1 minute. Alright, so this would be 1 minute, and then when that is done, we'll click next, and we'll click add new for email. Click add new for email. Just a second. Alright, so in the create email channel, and click on add new for email, and new notifications will page. Okay, let me just find where is my notification channels. Alright, add new for that was this. Okay, click the email channel one, and this email address, just put your email address. So I'll put this one. Display name should be Ayush. So we'll click save, and then we'll go back. Let's make sure this is checked and this is okay. And then the alert name would be inbound traffic alert. Just copy this. Alert name should be inbound traffic alert. We'll just make sure if we haven't missed anything, like hello, and then we'll just make sure we haven't missed anything. We'll click next, and we'll click create policy. Well, that was something that we had to do, and create a dashboard and start, and then check out cloud logging. That's something we can do, but we'll not do that. Let's click, it says enable. We'll check this, check my progress. It says assessment completed. Amazing. And now there's this a few more things that we need to do, which is nothing. We have completed this lab. So alright, so this completes this lab as well. So we'll click end lab and click submit. This was a peculiar lab, particularly because you had to do a lot of things. So make sure you follow it again and again, and you will get that. And we'll come back to course overview, and we'll just click the quiz. So I'll have the answers ready. Alright, so this is done, and these are the answers for you. The questions might be shuffled, but in total, this is what you have to do. Alright, so these are the answers. Make sure you click the right ones, and let's just go back to course overview, and let's see if there's anything left. I'm sure there's nothing else. Alright, and just go back, and it says complete. So I've completed the three modules. 5 more are left, and we'll be releasing videos of these very soon. So I hope you are on the lookout for that. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Meet you in the next one. Thank you.